Animal Kingdom Lodge is one of those resorts that people dream of staying at. And after spending a whole week here, I get it. It's beautiful, it's immersive, and it really does feel like it's tucked away in its own little world. But that seclusion is also what makes this resort a little different to plan for. Because when everything is more spread out and removed from the rest of Disney, things like transportation, where you stay, and how you plan your days start to matter a whole lot more. And the difference between absolutely loving this resort and feeling a little frustrated by it often comes down to those details. Hey, it's Jessica with Happily Everywhere Travel Blog, and if you're looking for an immersive, one-of-a-kind resort where you can literally watch giraffes while you drink your morning coffee, this might be exactly what you're looking for. But there's a few things you'll want to know before you book, so I'm breaking down everything: what it's actually like staying here, Kidani Village versus Jambo House, the pools, food, transportation, and who this resort is really best for. Animal Kingdom Lodge is a deluxe Disney resort, which means it comes with some added perks. You get early theme park entry every day, extended evening hours on select nights, and overall just a higher level of theming, dining, and amenities throughout the resort. And this deluxe resort is not your typical Disney resort. It's quieter, slower, and it feels tucked away from everything, in a good way. You've got real savannas with giraffes, zebras, and animals just walking around outside your resort. And it's not just a one-time wow moment. It's something you keep coming back to all day. Morning coffee? You're watching animals. Headed to the pool? You're passing by animals. At night, it's quiet and peaceful, and they're still out there. This is one of the few Disney resorts where the hotel itself is really the experience. Now, there are two sides to Animal Kingdom Lodge: Kidani Village and Jambo House, and honestly, they're very similar. And guests staying on either side can use amenities at either resort. So when it comes to choosing a side, it matters less about which one is better and more about what you want to be closer to and what kind of room you actually need. Kidani Village is all Disney Vacation Club villas. So you're looking at studios, 1 and 2 bedroom villas, and even grand villas, which makes it a really great option for families who want more space, full kitchen, washer and dryers, or multiple bedrooms. Jambo House is a mix. Over there, you'll find both villa-style rooms, similar to Kidani, but also traditional hotel rooms with 2 queen beds or a king, which can be a better fit if you don't need all the extra space. As far as room views, you'll typically see 3 main options: Savanna View, Resort View, and Value. Savanna View is what Animal Kingdom Lodge is known for. That's where you can see animals right from your balcony, and it really is as cool as it sounds. It's the most expensive option, but if it doesn't fit your budget, there are plenty of public Savanna viewing areas throughout the resort where you can still see the animals anytime. Resort View usually means you're overlooking the pool or landscaping. Still really nice, just without the animals. And Value rooms are more limited. Those tend to have less ideal views or locations, but they're the most budget-friendly option. One thing to know, right now rooms across the resort are being renovated, and the updated rooms are really nice. We stayed in a newly renovated 2-bedroom villa at Kidani Village with a resort view, and it was beautiful. One of the biggest upgrades is that many of the rooms now have Murphy beds instead of sofa beds, which makes a big difference in both comfort and space. So overall, both sides offer very similar experiences. It really just comes down to your room needs and what you want to be closest to during your stay. As I mentioned, we stayed at Kidani Village for our most recent vacation, and for families, especially with little ones, there's a lot to love. It's quieter, a bit more spread out, and the Savanna viewing areas felt less crowded and more relaxed, which we all really enjoyed. The lobby at Kidani Village is smaller and more quaint, but still beautiful, with floor-to-ceiling windows, Savanna views, and a small gift shop where you can grab souvenirs, groceries, or anything you may have forgotten. We'll get into dining later, but the pool at Kidani Village, Samawati Springs Pool, is a standout, especially for families, and it's worth being closer to. Animal Kingdom Lodge has 3 water slides within the resort, with the largest one featured at the Samawati Springs Pool, which is a big hit for kids and adults. It's 128 feet long, fast, and honestly one of my personal favorites. If you have little ones, there's a great zero entry area, and this pool also features a mini slide that's perfect for them too. The splash area at Wanja Camp is a huge hit for kids of all ages, with sprayers, slides, dumping buckets, and plenty of room to run around. The pool area also features 2 hot tubs, the Survival of the Fittest Health Club, lockers, and close by is the Maji Pool Bar, serving poolside eats and cold drinks. Near the pool bar, you'll also find Savanna viewing areas near the fire pit where the resort hosts nightly bonfires and movies under the stars. And just like all Disney resort pools, there are cast member-led games and activities with music and prizes, which makes for an awesome resort day. Although it's a smaller pool compared to Jambo House, there's a lot going on, so families are entertained all afternoon. And one of the biggest advantages here is the shade. There are trees surrounding the pool area, so you'll find a lot more natural coverage, which makes a huge difference when it's really hot. Overall, Kidani Village feels a bit more relaxed. Less hustle and bustle, but still close enough to everything that you don't feel disconnected. Now, Jambo House has a very different energy. The lobby alone is incredible. It was designed by the same architect as Wilderness Lodge, and it has this huge open feel. It's filled with African artifacts, tapestries, and art, and a beautiful bridge that overlooks the entire space. This is also where you'll find the Zawadi Marketplace gift shop for unique African-inspired souvenirs, classic Disney merchandise, and groceries, and much more. The pool at Jambo House, Uzima Springs Pool, is much bigger and more open. It's a little more visually appealing if you have kids you want to keep an eye on while giving them a bit more independence. We actually liked this setup for our group. We had kids ranging from 2 to 5, and it was much easier to sit back and still see everyone. Like all Disney resort pools, there are lifeguards and life vests available for peace of mind. The Uzima Springs Pool features a smaller water slide that was a big hit for our kids. This pool also features 2 hot tubs and a shallow kiddie pool for little ones. Behind the pool is the Hakuna Matata playground, which is a great spot to let kids burn off some energy. The best part about the Jambo House pool area is that it's situated right on the Uzima Savanna, so you can be lounging by the pool and hear flamingos honking close by, or walk on over for a quick peek at the zebras and giraffes without changing out of your swimsuit. Now, as awesome as this pool is, there are a couple trade-offs. There's not a lot of shade at this pool, so in the summer it can get really hot, and it does tend to feel a little more crowded and busy. Also, something to be aware of, there are lounge chairs outside of the main pool area, so if you don't get there early, you might end up with a chair that's not actually right by the pool, which can make it harder to keep an eye on your kids. That said, the pool bar setup, in my opinion, at Jambo House is better. It's closer and more convenient to the main pool area. So overall, the Kidani Village pool area feels quieter, more shaded, more relaxed. Jambo House feels busier, more central, and more convenient. Now, the food at this resort is honestly one of the biggest highlights, but where you stay does impact how easy it is to access. At Kidani Village, you have Savanna, which is amazing, and in the mornings they do offer quick service breakfast options, like breakfast sandwiches and grab-and-go items. There's also a pool bar for casual food, but outside of that, there really isn't a true quick service location at Kidani. So if you want more variety or something quick and easy throughout the day, you'll likely be heading over to Jambo House. You can take the shuttle between the two, or it's about an 8 to 10 minute walk from lobby to lobby. And honestly, we ended up going over there almost every day anyways, especially for coffee. If you've been watching our videos, you know I love good coffee in the morning, and since Kidani Village doesn't offer specialty coffee anywhere, having to walk or shuttle over to Jambo House from Kidani Village was a little bit inconvenient, but not a huge deal. That said, at Jambo House, you have a lot more options. Boma is the breakfast buffet, and it was so good. It has a mix of African-inspired dishes, but also plenty of familiar options for pickier eaters. There's also Jiko, which is their signature dining restaurant, and a great option if you're into wine or want something more elevated. Victoria Falls Lounge opens in the afternoon, and it's a really nice, more relaxed spot to sip a cocktail in the center of the lobby and people watch. And then there's the Mara, which is your main quick service spot with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so that's where you go when you want something fast and easy. So whether you're in the mood for something familiar and quick and easy or a little more adventurous, Animal Kingdom Lodge has a great variety of options. Along with the amazing dining options, the amenities and recreation areas here are a huge part of what makes this resort special. This is one of the few Disney resorts where you can easily spend a full day here and not feel like you're missing out. They have cultural activities, night vision animal viewing, guided Savanna tours, campfires, movies, and just a lot happening throughout the day. There are scavenger hunts, arcades, and activity rooms on either side of the resort, which keeps the fun going even if the weather isn't ideal. This is not a sleep and leave resort. You'll actually want to plan time to be here and enjoy it. So if you're a rope drop to fireworks kind of vacationer, you may not fully experience everything this resort has to offer. But if you love immersion, learning about different cultures, and being around animals and conservation, this is easily one of the best resorts you can choose. Now, no resort is perfect, and although Animal Kingdom Lodge is close, transportation is probably the biggest downside as this resort relies solely on buses. No Skyliner, no monorail, no boats. And when you're traveling with kids, especially multiple kids, and large strollers, that can feel like a lot. The buses themselves were fine, but it does make the park days a little less convenient, and you feel a little more isolated from the rest of Walt Disney World. Now this resort is huge, so one thing I highly recommend is put in a room request. Requesting a room near an elevator can make a big difference, especially with how the parking and hallways are set up. And if you don't have a Savanna view, try to be near one of the public viewing areas because that's a big part of what makes this resort so special. So here are the pros and cons. The pros are that this is one of the most unique resorts at Disney. The atmosphere is incredible. The pools are amazing, especially for kids. The food is genuinely great. And there's so much to do without ever going to a park. And the cons are the transportation being limited to just buses. It's more spread out and less convenient. You may need to go between Kidani and Jambo House for food and coffee, and it's not ideal for park-heavy trips. So, is Animal Kingdom Lodge worth it? Yes, absolutely, but only for the right kind of trip. If you're planning a slower trip with built-in resort time, it's hands down one of the best stays at Disney. But if your goal is to maximize park time and convenience, there are probably better options. So if you're trying to decide which Disney resort is right for your trip, I've got a full breakdown that'll help you decide. And if this video helped you decide if Animal Kingdom Lodge is right for your next Disney vacation, give us a like and subscribe. And if you want a full tour of our 2-bedroom villa at Kidani Village, check out that video on the channel. Again, it's Jessica with Happily Everywhere Travel Blog, and we'll see you in the next one.